The border wall continues to make headlines, and the rest of the country is looking south.
So we went to the people who live along the U.S.-Mexico border. They spoke with us about the fence, how it's in some cases divided their land, and how it's impacted their lives. Here's Channel 5's Angela Vargas.
The border fence cannot speak for itself.
I value what I call the monster, because it is a monster fence. It's humongous.
A total of 54 miles of a mixture of steel and concrete split the Rio Grande Valley. Landowner and farmer Dottie asked us not to use her last name.
When my dad was farming, it was mostly vegetables.
Dottie's land is part of the division.
Different types of vegetables. Tomatoes, as I've already told you about, and now we're growing corn. This past year we had cotton. We've grown grain, we've grown soybeans.
Her family's farmed this land since 1933.
So I can close my eyes and I can picture every square inch of this land. And there's stories on every square inch of it.
The border fence takes its place in that line of stories.
And it is important to me in my life, my daily life, because of activity that is here that was not here when I was a child.
She remembers running in the fields. Every footstep taken is a memory.
As you take off in a slow run and you go across the top, it's kind of hard to do at a walk, but if you're going faster and running.
Living by the fence brings other steps to her property. These come from all over the world.
One day I had 5 Albanians walk out front of the house, and people from other countries over here. The difference is that today you don't know who's coming over, you don't know their reason why.
She points to the crops. They're at risk every season.
There have been times in the past when we've had crops that a whole bunch have come over and they trample down the whole crop, and so it hurts farmers, it hurts badly. And what hurts farmers hurts you guys with what you put on your plate.
She knows she has no choice but to share her land. Border Patrol agents are always close by.
Sometimes I just say hello, goodbye, and sometimes I just watch them go by, but they are here. They're doing their job. This is part of their AOR, their area of responsibility. But their area of responsibility is also my AOR, as well as it is all of my neighbors. It's their individual AORs also.
The border fence construction started in 2008. Dottie didn't like it and reluctantly agreed to give up some of her property.
I went through a whole lot of different emotions. I went through the shock, the hurt, the pain, the anger, everything else.
Now she's learned to live through the division of her land and work around it.
I focused on learning. That's what I did. And to this day, I choose not to focus on any negativity that has impacted on me, because you could write a book on that, but that serves no purpose, won't get me anywhere, won't get you anywhere, won't get anybody anywhere, except, oh, there's another sad story.
She's learned to live with new people crossing over and those protecting it.
We don't know when somebody comes across what their attitude is. We don't know if they're here for honest reasons or they're just using us for their purposes. And the many people that I've talked with who've crossed over here have shown me that we just cannot decide ourselves. We need the professionals to do their job, and we need to respect that.
Dottie explains her land sits on American soil, and she is still free to roam it.
But I can come down here, I can walk down here, I can run down here, I can bring my vehicle down here, I could ride my bike down here.
The face of the people, her crops, and the fence will continue to change.
And I could either deal with it or completely go under.
Her message to others:
together we stand, divided we fall.
Will stay the same. Angelo Vargas, Channel 5 News at 10.